Hello, my name's Craig Sale. I'm a computer scientist, gadget geek and interested in all things tech, and welcome to Cyber Skills Live. You're about to get hands-on with an interactive cybersecurity activity. Our digital world is powered by technology. From exchanging messages to turning on the lights, we rely on technology without realising the impact it has on our lives, and we need to protect it. A career in cybersecurity means you'll play a key role in protecting our digital world. In Scotland, for every 2 job opportunities in this area, there's only 1 applicant, so there's a huge opportunity for an interesting career. We need more people with cybersecurity skills and digital skills that can help make us more resilient against cyber attacks. And there's a wide range of careers in the cybersecurity industry. Technology skills are really valuable, but it's not just a career for techies. This is an opportunity for everyone. There's jobs in marketing, digital forensics, legal, project management, and more. It goes across all sectors and skills. We're here today in the Digital Den in Glasgow, and today there's almost 700 of you joining us on the live stream.
Hi.
We're here with digital human David. Hello, David.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm very excited today to be doing yet another exciting hacking expedition. And there are so many of you tuning in that we're going to do a few shout outs and just say hello. So when we say your school's name, give us a big cheer in your classroom.
We can definitely hear it.
Clydebank High School, thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, Clydebank.
Skills Development Scotland, thank you for tuning in.
Hello, Skills Development Scotland.
They pay the bills, so they get a hello. Dumfries and Galloway College, welcome. Looking forward to working with you today. YMCA in Paisley, fantastic.
Beeslack Community High School, hello to you.
Tripoli University. North East College Scotland, welcome to the stream.
Hello to the Scottish Business Resilience Centre.
Inverkeithing High School, thanks for coming.
Lourdes Secondary High School, hello to you.
And yeah, everyone else who's joining, it's really, really exciting that so many of you from all around the world are joining us today.
Yeah, it's not just Scotland we have today as well, David. There's people from around the world taking part.
People in America, Portugal, I think.
Portugal, yes. Hello,
Libya?
Tagus Valley, Libya.
Wherever you're tuning in from, no matter what time of day it is, and it's like 6 a.m. in North Carolina.
Yeah,
so thanks for coming.
Platinum Staffing Agency in North Carolina, it's 6 a.m. You're up early.
Commitment.
Let's do it.
So today we're going to learn to become ethical hackers. And while we're doing this, it's really important that if you're able to ask your teachers to tweet us photos of your class using the Twitter account at DigitalWorldHQ and use the hashtag CyberscotWeek2020. We love seeing all your photos and videos of you playing along, so do send them in. So we're going to learn to become ethical hackers today. Let's watch the intro video to find out more.
And clear.
So I will activate phase 1.
Activate phase 1.
So who's starting next?
Me. And I'll turn this on in just a second.
Yep.
All right over there, ladies?
Yes.
We'll come to you shortly, Kirsty, don't worry.
So you're going to read this?
So we're
bit,
going to
right?
do the first 2 paragraphs and then we're going to go over to the security sofa and let Kirsty talk for a minute. Nah.
Seconds left on BT.
When should I hit phase 1?
I would do it as soon as you've
Just now, basically?
said go to a cyber skills lesson.
Okay.
Not right now because
10
it's
seconds.
started.
You're going to bring up the helpful bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we've been asked by Old Lang Slice to carry out a security test on their website. So to do this, we want you to go to cyberskillslesson.com, choose how to steal a pizza, and then click to start the activity. So our goal is to try and find as many security issues as possible with Old Lang Slice's website, and we're going to try and collect them all into a report. So you're going to be shown a series of questions, and to answer them, you'll need to investigate the Old Lang Slice website. So I think one of the best ways of doing this is to have the Old Lang Slice website open in one tab and have the report open in another.
Because you're going to be going across 2 different websites today, so
Great.
that's useful.
So we will be collecting that intelligence that you're gathering, the information, and putting them into a report. To help us to do that today, we're joined on the security sofa by Kirsty. Hello, Kirsty.
Hello everyone taking part in the live lesson. I'm Kirsty. I work in the Cyber Resilience Unit in the Scottish Government. Hello to some of the team that are taking part in the lesson as well today. As Craig said, I'm gathering the intelligence that you are collecting on the website, and I'm going to build up that report to make sure that we send it back to the Old Lang Slice company.
Kirsty's monitoring that intelligence, and if you get any questions in that maybe need answered, hopefully we can come to you and find out those answers.
We've got some questions already coming through, so we'll be able to pick them up.
Brilliant.
And answer those later on in the lesson.
Great. Well, I can actually see some of you have already started working through it. Well done, Clydebank High School. You're already starting to answer some of those questions. Doon Academy as well. You're doing a good job. Keep going through those. So we'll give you a few minutes to sort of work through those questions. So what type of cybersecurity thing is this?
Well,
What is this?
what is this? We're going to be doing passive reconnaissance today. It's the French word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reconnaissance. And that means that we're going to be investigating the website and seeing, how it's set up, looking for issues, but we're not going to be attacking it just yet. We're not trying to break the website.
Okay.
So
Yeah, this is usually the first stage in any security testing. We're gathering information. We're not necessarily attacking it at this point. And because we've got an agreement with Old Lang Slice to do this, it's okay for us to do this today.
yeah, they've paid us to do this. It's not like we're just doing this randomly like it would be a cyber crime.
They've paid you?
Oh yeah.
Well, don't let them know that.
Yeah.
They're claiming their money.
Thank you for volunteering your time.
So every time you submit a piece of intelligence, we're going to use this to gather a report that we would then present to Old Lang Slice.
Absolutely. And we're carefully tracking all of the intelligence. So every bit of work that you do today will be adding up and adding to the report.
Great.
See, there's a lot of intelligence coming through already.
Yep. How do I refresh that? Great, Cairn of Duncroft. Brilliant. Doing some good research there. Just refresh. Kirsty, will come to you in just a second and maybe see if there's a few questions that you could pose and answer.
Yeah.
St David's High School. We've got some an incorrect answer there from the Scottish Government. Try again. Keep looking for that intelligence. Kirsty, is there
Yes.
intelligence in the Scottish Government? Can you confirm that?
I can do, but I was on another page at the time.
That's all right. No, I'm just saying, what other questions have you been?
Yeah, so I've had a few questions coming in from the people taking part in the lesson, and we've got one from Natasha from Doon Academy, and she's asking, would a job in cybersecurity pay well? So would this be like a good option to go into? And the answer is yes, it does. It pays really well. And in fact, the average salary for someone in a cybersecurity position is £51,200. Now that is more than double the average salary of anybody, the average person out there. So that is a really good, well-paid job. In fact, if you were doing a penetration tester role, that would also be another £42,640. So this is a high-earned roles. I'm also going to go on to, there's another kind of question. I've got two? Do you want me to just go with one?
Go for one just now, and then we
Okay.
can answer the others. Yeah. Is it one for us or one for you?
It's one for me again,
Go for it.
if that's okay. I don't want you to answer.
If you know the answer, go for it.
Yeah. So this one's from Elise. She didn't have a school, it's one of the other groups ones, so shout out to you from the other groups. They asked, is this like, what are the different kind of career options that are available as well? So on the digitalworld.net website, they've actually got a really good cyber security careers map where you can see all the different job opportunities out there, and it's got a nice sort of graphic of how much the average salary would be for that, and it gives you lots of different options if it's a cybersecurity manager, a cybersecurity researcher, a technician, an instructor, an architect, an analyst, an engineer. There's tons of different options out there, so it's you'll get the link at the end of the lesson for that website, so just take a look and see what one you're interested in finding out more about. So back to you, Craig.
Brilliant, thanks for that, Kirsty. I can still see some answers coming in there. We're starting to gather the intelligence from the different parts of the report.
So the sort of things that we're looking for are things like, telephone numbers, information about the business. Why is stuff like this useful to collect in our cybersecurity report?
Say that again, sorry?
Collecting things like phone numbers or addresses or opening times.
Yeah.
This seems like kind of stuff that anyone could find out, like, how is this useful in a cybersecurity perspective?
Basically what we're seeing a lot now in security is the rise of social engineering. So cyber criminals are not just attacking machines. What they're doing is attacking the sort of people behind these things as well. Now, obviously it's useful for a business to share things like phone numbers and their opening times, but actually that reveals a lot more information about the business as well. So for example, if you knew what time, David, the business was, the opening hours of it, what might that also tell you?
Well, I suppose it would tell me when people were going to be in the building, right? So if I knew the restaurant was opening at 4 o'clock, maybe 10 in the morning might be a good time to go in and steal all the pizza.
Yeah. Well, you
do
would,
crimes.
Exactly, you would know when not to be there,
right?
When
yeah.
they're not going to be there as well.
Yeah.
And even things like if you know the telephone number of the support team, one of the things that cyber criminals can do is spoof telephone numbers. They can pretend to be other people.
Right.
So they could phone up the restaurant pretending to be the general manager. So they might know the manager's name, for example.
Okay. Yeah. Or they could call a customer and pretend to be the restaurant and say, oh, your card didn't go through, you need to give us your card details over the phone right now.
Now, it might be that the company does want to keep this information on their website because it is useful, but all we're doing at this point in the report is gathering the information and telling them, is this something that you're comfortable with sharing? So we've got more intelligence coming in just now. I can see quite a few schools and groups taking part. St David's High School, Clydebank, you're doing well as well.
I've got some information here from people that are putting in the dates for when the website was last updated. Just look at the way that you're typing it in. We want to make sure that it's typed in the way it describes. So I can see some people that are typing in maybe the full word, for example. Have a look again, read it a little bit more detail for that one.
Sorry, what are they doing wrong?
So they're typing in the date wrong.
Right.
So they need to look at how it's meant to be typed in. So 2 numbers / 2 numbers / 4 numbers.
Ah, okay.
So some people are typing it in like the word.
Get that right.
It's all in the detail.
Exactly.
I've also I've got a question probably for yourselves that you could answer for this one, and this one's from Erin at Prestwick Academy.
Woo!
And David, you can answer this.
Okay. I hope I know the answer.
It's what is your favourite thing about cybersecurity?
Well, that's a good question, Erin. I think my favourite thing about cybersecurity is probably the variety of different things that you get to do. Because if you're working as a cybersecurity consultant, you'd probably be taking on a lot of different projects for different clients. So you might be doing things for banks or pizza shops or randoms. Like there's all kinds of work that you can do. And I'm someone who really enjoys variety and doing different things every day. So that's my favourite thing about cybersecurity work. What about you, Craig?
I like breaking things. So I like that opportunity to look at something someone else has made and think to myself, I bet I know how I could break that.
Right.
I probably can work out what they've not thought about so that you can break it on something. I've definitely done that in the past. Like I've done some testing on some of my friends' websites before in the past and managed to break it within 30 seconds just because I knew the types of things to look for.
So if like Craig, you have a compulsion to destroy things, cybersecurity
You might be a good
career for you.
cybersecurity. Yeah.
Fantastic. We're seeing a lot more intelligence coming in now, especially from, well, including from North East College, Scotland, or North East Scotland College.
That's right.
Is that right? 4 pieces of intelligence, well done. That's all adding up.
I can see St David's High School as well, got some good answers in there.
Prestwick Academy, well done. 346.
Wow,
That's a lot of
come
intelligence.
on, North East College.
No, Prestwick Academy.
What I mean is they're doing a bit, I mean they had 4, they've got 346.
Right, okay, yeah. And lots of people from other schools, colleges and groups that we don't have their names for. Well done for everyone else who's participating right now. We're collecting all your intelligence too. 522 pieces of intelligence from other schools and groups.
Brilliant. And Scottish Government as well are also not doing too bad as well. They've got a few questions right. Shout out to, let's see who we've got. Tom in the Scottish Government, well done. And Rowan at St David's High School, well done, you got your answer correct as well.
That's great.
So let's spend another 2 minutes on these sort of initial questions. I can tell some of you have completed them so far, which is great. But let's give you 2 more minutes to finish that part. Kirsty, you want to
Do you want
talk?
me? Yeah,
go for it.
I've got another question if you like.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, why not? So we've had Ivy, and she was also from Prestwick Academy because it kind of linked to that last question that we asked about why do you love your job. But one of the questions that she asked was, what kind of companies would you work for? I guess in a cybersecurity position. So everybody's, I guess, at risk for cybersecurity. So do you want to answer that?
Well, I suppose it's everyone, isn't it? From, technology companies who you obviously think about have to use computers all the time and store customers' information. But actually, every business now has some sort of digital technology as part of it. So even if you're a small pizza website in Prestwick, you can still be looking, it's still your responsibility to protect people's information, to protect your customers from a cyber attack as well.
I mean, everyone's got an email account now, haven't they? And so if you've got an email account and you're using the internet, you should be cyber aware.
That's
so
right.
any business that's using the internet, which is every business, needs to be aware of this stuff.
But it might be, for example, you're really interested in gaming, right? So maybe you want to work in games companies. But just think about, they have to have a cybersecurity team as well, because they need to make sure that they're looking after everyone who's purchased skins or add-ons or loot boxes, things like that to their game. They want to make sure that they're protecting those customers as well. Or it might be that you want to work in the film industry or the music industry and think about how they have to protect those digital assets as well. We've seen instances in the past where big movie companies have had emails and films leaked online as well, same with music as well. So it could be that you want to work in that industry, but actually you can use your digital skills to become a cyber expert in that area.
It could be a way into almost any industry, couldn't it?
Does that answer your question?
That answers my question lovely, thanks.
Great. One more question, if you've got one there.
Yeah, I've got one. This was from Aidan. I can't remember where he was from. It might have been in other groups. He basically asked how many companies don't get hacked. But I think what I'll say is I'll describe how many companies do get hacked or that we've noticed so far. So obviously, there's about 31% of small to medium-sized businesses that have fallen, of Scottish businesses actually, that have fallen victim to cybercrime. This is, an average. This is quite a lot of companies that are fallen victim to this. That's why it's such an important thing to make sure that we've got that security in place. The likelihood is that number is probably higher because there's a lack of reporting, so people don't always realise that they've been a victim or report it to police for different reasons. So there is a large percentage of businesses that do become victim. That's why we need to have certain technical standards in place to help prevent that, and we need people and experts like you're trying out today to help secure and make people cyber resilient.
Great. So I think we've gathered enough I think we've gathered enough
Yeah, that'll
intelligence
do.
for phase 1. But what we're going to do now is let's activate phase 2, which is new, deeper questions that we want to ask about the website itself.
So we've kind of, in the first part of this activity, in this security research, we've been investigating the basic properties of the website and the company, like, what time does the pizza shop open at, where are they based, what kind of pizzas do they sell, how expensive are they. This is information that gives us a grounding in how the business operates. Now we're going to go a little bit further into the technical aspects of the website. We're still not attacking it, we're not trying to break the website, but we're looking at things that might give us a clue about how well set up the website is.
So these questions will get you to investigate parts of the website you wouldn't normally expect a normal user to be able to see. So let's start those. Okay, well, people start to work through these questions. Kirsty,
Yes.
do you want to talk about what week it is?
What week is it, Craig?
It's Cyber Scotland Week. What's that?
Yes, so this week is Cyber Scotland Week 2020. So this is a week-long festival of events that's taking place across Scotland. We have over 60 events taking place throughout the week. This is from primary school age, from primary 1 all the way through to businesses and large conferences that are happening. So Cyber Skills Live is part of one of the events during the week, and it's all about raising awareness of how to protect yourself online to make sure that you know how to keep safe and secure. It's talking about all the cool stuff that people are creating in the cyber industry field, all the innovation, and it's also talking about careers and the skills that you need in this industry. So it's a really exciting week. It is great fun to see everybody online and everybody tweeting about it, and there's lots of activity that's taking place. So you'll be able to.
What's the Twitter address and the hashtag if they want to tweet?
Yep. So the hashtag is CyberScotWeek2020. And then you can tag in Digital World HQ for this lesson. But you'll be able to see lots of things that are happening, and it's good fun. And it's good that this lesson is involved in the week.
Great.
I've had lots of people come through with their favourite pizza
Go on then.
online.
What's your favourite pizza?
Well, I was going to say I don't know what the most popular one is here, but a lot of people are like saying barbecue feast, pepperoni feast, like cheese pizza is always a classic. I'm on that sort of side of the fence that I like Hawaiian. I like pineapple on my pizza. Are you one of those people, Craig?
No, I don't like Hawaiian on my pizza.
I think that's grotesque.
That's why we never share a pizza. I always have my own.
Yeah, I think my favourite pizza is probably... I like veg pizzas, like Mediterranean veg.
Oh.
Mediterranean veg pizza, please.
Myself, David and Craig had pizza to do some research for this lesson. And
yeah, it's definitely a business expense.
and Craig likes to put that jalapeno on pizzas. I'm not one of those people, and it absolutely set my mouth on fire.
Too spicy for her.
Cheese is a good, reliable pizza. I think that's all you need. Less is more. Good tomatoes, good cheese, maybe some black olives or something. You don't want to put all the vegetables and stuff on it, and Hawaiian stuff. And nah.
Pineapples? No?
Nah, that's grotesque. It's not good.
It's quite, I suppose this is the most, this is the most animated you've got in this.
I know,
one.
I'm just
People are asking, like, what do you enjoy about cybersecurity? Like, can we just stop a minute here? It has to be pineapple. Like, can we just outlaw that?
But I'm tasting it in my mind as you're describing these pizzas, and they're not pleasant.
So I'm seeing some more, thanks for that, Kirsty.
Thanks.
I'm seeing some more answers coming in as well. I've noticed sometimes it looks like you're copying and pasting commands straight into the answer box. What you probably want to do is paste those commands into the terminal, and it's when you run them you'll get those answers, and it's the answers you put into the answer box. What else have we got coming through? Some suggestions as well about how we can make the website more secure. Suggesting that we should be hiding... Yep, let's just have a look through that. This one. Okay, let's have a look.
Yeah, somebody says get a security company to help.
Yep, that's why
secure
we're
the
here.
website.
Yep.
So That's Fitz Prep School that said that. Rory, thank you.
Yep, Bethany suggesting we encrypt it. Good start. Yeah, we're currently not using any type of the website is not having a secure connection.
Right,
It's
there's
not
no,
an encrypted
there's no little
connection.
padlock in your address
Yeah.
bar. That's a good catch.
So other ways that they could make their website more secure, Anna has suggested they could add fun activities for children and have discounts.
Oh yeah.
Well, those are good business ideas. I don't think they would necessarily make it more secure, but it's good to like think of ways that Old Lang Slice can improve their thing. Kane from Clydebank High School said, "Don't show too much info." I think that's fair as well. You want to show the right amount so that people can actually order and make things online, but you don't want to give away too much. Put more security, Calvin. Sounds like a good idea. Let's do that.
Someone's mentioned don't put the names of the workers on the website, which is potentially a good idea because you could maybe use that in a social engineering attack.
Yeah, do you really need to know exactly the full staffing list?
Probably not.
Yep. These are good. These are all good examples here.
I have a question if you like.
Go for it.
It's from Grace, and she's asked, "Could you work abroad?" Now, the answer is yeah. This yes, you could if you like. There's lots of jobs that you know. There's a skills shortage, all around the globe, but especially in Scotland, we're trying to keep the talent in here because we need people to help protect pizza places like Old Lang Slice. So yeah, there are opportunities to travel with this position and in this role, but definitely Scotland is a growing industry and one that we
Well,
want to
you've
attract.
Kirsty, you've worked abroad to do cybersecurity stuff.
I have worked abroad and across.
Are you going to tell us where, or is it top
It's a
secret?
secret.
Can you give us a region?
I
or?
No, I'm not good. No. You've worked abroad as well. Yeah,
That's right. On a totally separate project, yes, I've worked in Abu Dhabi before, and we've done some stuff with cybersecurity in Scotland and England, over to Northern Ireland and Ireland as well. So yeah, it's some
Far-flung places.
yeah. So yeah, it's not something that is just in Scotland. You could have the opportunity to travel as well.
Absolutely. And the internet's global, so you know.
So some of these things that they're finding, David, when they go into pages, we're getting people who've found things like admin pages and sort of webmail pages.
Right.
Is that quite a common thing, or?
Well, you know, most websites that are like Old Lang Slice that are managed by people that are non-technical, they have login pages so that the Old Lang Slice staff can log in and update the website. But that causes problems sometimes because it could provide a foothold, if you will, for attackers to log in and attack the website. Webmail as well is something, you know, every business has email, as we mentioned earlier. And potentially having those login pages exposed could be a security risk as well.
So these are public-facing pages. You need to have them. But so why might this be useful for a cyber criminal to sort of find this type of page?
I suppose it's giving you another point of access, isn't it? It's another way into the system. Like every time that you have things like login pages or systems that are exposed to the internet, like an email system, that has things that can go wrong with it, and there could be, you know, bugs in it that make it possible for an attacker to log in.
So we're finding these pages manually at the moment. Really, if you were doing this as part of your job, you can use tools that would automate this process, that would basically do it, find every possible page as well. There's another things, so things like do you want to explain what a robots page is?
Yeah, so every website, well, most websites on the internet have something called a robots text file, and it's, if you go to any website, like if you go to bbc.co.uk/robots.txt, don't do it right now, but if you do that, you'll get instructions that are to search engines and other robots that use the internet. And so basically, you have lots of robots on the internet, not just humans. Google uses robots to index web pages and to see what websites should be included in their search engine. And robots.txt tells these robots what pages they're allowed on, what pages they're not allowed on. The problem is, humans could read that and you might think, oh, why doesn't this website want me to go to /admin login?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
So it's kind of giving away the fact that you've got certain pages like, oh, don't look here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please don't go to this URL.
So a cyber criminal finding something like that might think, oh, that's a good place to start to look for ways into a system. Because ultimately that's what we're doing when we're gathering intelligence. We are trying to, find out as much about it so that we can present it to the company, say these are the issues, these are the risks that you should be thinking about. So,
should we have a look at some more of the intelligence that's come in?
Yeah, let's do that.
I was going to say we've got a few incorrect answers with the find the email login page for the Old Lang Slice website. When they've got to copy the URL into the address. I don't know if you want to give any hints of what people should be
what sort of answers are coming
looking
in?
for. So some of them are just the wrong kind of address itself, or they're
like if you're looking for the March one, some people I can see have pasted in the address for the February pizza of the month, right? Why don't you look at the address for the February pizza of the month and say to yourself, well, how could I change that to make it work for March? Yeah.
We've got some good correct answers coming in as well with the SSL certificate.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So well done to Michael from Scottish Government. We've got Maxine from FETS Prep. We've got, who else has done that well? We have Kyle from Clyde Bank High School. Well done to you. And we've got Chloe as well. Who's that? We've got Oscar from St David's High School. Thank you for your intelligence. You've got the URL correct. Well done.
Great. I can see Christian's made a mistake. Christian, what you've done is you've copied and pasted the command into the answer. What you want to do is put that command and then change it so it's for the Old Lang Slice website, and then put the answer in there.
Poor Christian.
I'm giving him a hint. Giving him a hint so he can fix it. Good work, Demi Lee. Except the wrong year, Demi Lee. You've found the pizza of the month for March 2019. It's 2020. Millie, you have found the right pizza, but you need to put the address in, not the name of the pizza.
Likewise, Haley, you've found, I think, the correct version number, but you need to include the full version string, not just the number.
I'm not sure what Anna's answer is there.
I think she's just
fine. Yeah,
mashed the keyboard.
that could be it. Great. Great. So let's give you another 2 minutes to keep. We're actually doing a really good job here, I think. How much? Oh wow! Wow, Clydebank High School. You've collected lots of intelligence there.
Cairn of Duncroft.
16 pieces
Sounds like
of
a folk song or
intelligence.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. 16 bits of intelligence so far. That's a lot of intelligence that we've got added up.
Well, yes. Collectively, we're all doing a really good job here. So we've got 2 more minutes to work on that part of the activity as well. So there's things as well about, like, we've had to look at, are they using the latest version of the software? What is the version of the content management system that's being used? Why is that important to, why would a cyber criminal care that you've done your updates recently?
Well, the reason that software vendors put out software updates is generally because there's something wrong with the version that already exists. So when you're on your phone and it says, oh, you need to update to the new version of iOS, that's often because they found a problem that could be potentially dangerous because there's a security issue in it. So when companies that make software realize, oh no, we've released something that's got loads of bugs in it, they push out an update that solves the issues and hopefully closes the security holes.
Brilliant.
So keep your software up to date.
Kirsty, have you got anything else
I
to
would
add to
agree
that?
with that completely. As soon as you can, update your software, because it's a known vulnerability that's been out there, and the longer you leave it, the more likely it is that an attacker could use that against you. So you want to keep it up as soon as you can. And sometimes they're quite handy because they do have sometimes like nice little upgrades, or if it's like your own personal phone and it's saying to you to update your software, sometimes you get really good new features with it, but actually behind the scenes it's all that security that's behind it that's getting fixed.
Great. So 1 more minute to keep getting that intelligence coming in before we sort of analyse what's going on.
images we actually have.
Yep.
Let's go to correct. And scroll down.
So in total, wow. Do you want to report that?
Yeah. So in total, we have over 4,080 points of intelligence so far, which is a lot of
That's a
data
lot of
points.
intelligence, yeah.
Well done.
So thanks for that.
And that's only including the correct answers.
Yep. Let's see a few more of these. Yep, some good suggestions here. Cameron from Clydebank suggesting that you hire a security person that regularly checks a website for flaws. Good idea. Christian suggests get better staff. Again, upskilling your staff is like an important part, isn't it? It's like, you know, make sure everyone...
People are your first line of defence for security. They're the ones that will be able to spot it. So upgrading staff is upskilling is good.
Kush from Fitz Prep School said add reCAPTCHA so that it checks to see if someone's a robot. Well, that could help defend against some automated tasks.
So that's when you go on a website and you try to log in or fill out a form and it says, please enter these numbers and characters, or it says, please click on the street signs in the image, and then it can tell if you're a robot or if you're a real person. That's useful.
Matuez from Dune has said, could you add two-step authentication to the website? So you might have seen that before. That's when you get like text messages when you try to log in. On one hand, that would make it more secure, but I think that for a pizza website might make people less likely to order a pizza.
That's
Unless
true.
she's talking about the staff login site.
Oh,
Because I
that's
think
a good-
that's what a lot of people are suggesting as well, like better passwords and two-step
Yeah, that's a good point.
verification for your staff section for logging in.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
So let's analyze. So I'll just put these in the intelligence that's been gathered. Start to analyze this.
Get that into the spreadsheet.
Okay. So one of the things that came up here, one of the bits of intelligence that's been gathered, this content management system that we're using is Weber 4.1.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Well, exactly. Weber 4.1 isn't the newest version.
That's the one with the SQL injection.
It does. It
Right.
has a vulnerability in
Right.
it. So do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so Weber 4.1 is a very, very old version of the infamous Weber content management system. And it has a vulnerability in it known as a SQL injection vulnerability. And what that means is you can actually trick the database into thinking you have the right login details when you don't actually have the login details at all. So you can put something in to the login screen that will trick the website into thinking that you're an admin and let you log in and potentially order free pizza, which is a catastrophe for security.
Well, it's a catastrophe for security, but it sounds fun. Should we do that?
Yes.
So why don't we move on to this part, okay? So what we're going to do now is we'll show you how you could perform one of these SQL injection attacks on our website. So we've got the instructions appearing on the screen now. If you follow those instructions, it should allow you to see if we can log in, create a code to get a free pizza, and see if we can order it.
And we're going to keep track of how many pizzas we're able to steal as well. So let's see how many we can get.
Great.
It would be great to see that on social media as well. Take a snapshot of your stolen pizza
Yep,
and make sure to use our hashtag.
I'm excited.
So I'm hungry.
So yeah, exactly. If you're tweeting it in, tweet us at Digital World HQ and use the hashtag CyberscotWeek2020. I'm sure we'll get a lot of exciting photos.
Okay. Over on the security couch, have we had any tweets or interesting?
We've had another sort of couple of suggestions of how they can improve their website. So we've got, you could try and make your website give you a notification when somebody hacks it. That would be really good. Unfortunately, sometimes they're hard to detect.
That's right.
you
There
know,
is
it's-
software you can get that attempts to like work out if something sort
Is
of
something wrong?
unusual behaviour happening on the
I
website.
guess that's what like an antivirus is as well. If you've got that on your computer at home, it'll detect and tell you that something's not right on your computer. It'll tell you so you can protect it. So
Yeah. And things like, I think it's you get firewalls, but also there's, I can't remember the name of the software right now, but it's like a security zone software that sort of detects if there's an unusual number of, like, you wouldn't expect Prestwick Pizza Shop to get a lot of visits from computers that are based in Russia, for example. That would be unusual.
Yeah, that would be strange. Yeah.
So noticing unusual things like that is a way that you could then alert the security teams.
I guess that's kind of part of a firewall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tracking where
Aloysius.
people are connecting from and maybe seeing if there's anything suspicious or interesting.
Aloysius College. We've got some tweets coming through actually as well.
Mhm.
So we've got people from the Clydebank High School. We've got 9 ethical hackers from S2 working on a task, and I think it's in Aloysius College. Thank you to you. We can see Presswick Computing as well as tweeting. Lots of activity here, so keep it coming through. We're excited to see those pizza receipts.
Great. So I can see he's working through that now. Good.
Looks like we've had quite a few pizzas stolen already, actually.
Great.
Look at that. Well done to Scottish Government and other schools and colleges.
So Ivy from Presswick Academy, is that coming up? Has that worked? Is she stolen a pizza?
She's stolen a pizza.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, now I understand. I was trying to work out who'd actually managed to steal one and who's maybe ordered one legitimately. Nice. Clydebank High School, I can see you getting a few pizzas as well. Finlay, you did it. You managed to steal a pizza. Zach, well done. Mark, Kane, you did it. Getting quite a few of these coming through now. Cameron from the Scottish Government, there's a pizza on its way to you now.
Well done, Cameron.
Let's keep going. Got loads now. It's 16 pizzas stolen so far. The orders are coming through.
Coming through at quite a pace.
So if you've got your receipt and your teacher can take a picture and send it to us, we'd like to see the evidence that you've managed to do it.
Yes, there's a few people that are telling me like what their favourite pizza is as well, and a lot of them are coming out with like mint or like fresh mint pizza.
Well, that's the pizza of the month.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Right, I was wondering why.
Fresh
it was,
mint is the pizza
I was
of the
like,
month.
I've never known that to be so popular.
That's next month's pizza of the month. They've been able to discover that. That was hidden, so well done.
Well done.
Great, we're getting quite a few pizzas. This is going to cost quite a lot of money.
I know.
Well, it won't cost them anything.
No, well, not if they've got it for free. So let's see how many more we can get. We've still got, let's do this for another 5 more minutes.
What's the name of the CEO again of Online Slice?
Oh, it's,
It's Debbie.
no, it's not.
That's the
It's
general manager.
It's the general manager is Christine Denoon.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
Christine
there's
Denoon.
been a changeover in management. Yeah,
They've still not made it secure enough.
No.
Clearly.
change of manager hasn't resulted in that. Jacob, you did it. You've stolen a pizza. Zach, Jamie, Braden, Martin.
Woohoo.
Dr. G, you did it. Stole a pizza. Good.
Well done to everyone who's currently stealing pizzas.
Graham from Clydebank High School. Dylan from Clydebank. Haley from Clydebank. I think Clydebank's about to get a lot of pizzas delivered this lunchtime. Amy from Presswick. Aidan from Presswick. Excellent. How many have we got now? Loads.
Hundreds.
Jay Lee, I can see you. Stealing one, brilliant. Jay from Clydebank. Oscar from St David's High School.
Josh and Graham and Jack and Callum and Ryan and Dylan at Clydebank. Well done.
Wow.
It's got
Quite a
loads.
team.
That
Yeah.
is a team.
Just think how much money this is going to cost
I know.
to send out all these pizzas. Isla, you did it. You stolen a pizza. Lewis, good.
Isla and Lewis. Just did it. Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
from different schools, but like brought together.
Yeah.
You know. Lara from Presswick, you did it. Christopher, good. Let's keep doing this for 2 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Kirsty, have you get any more comments?
Let me have a look. think everyone's distracted by their pizza that they're getting. Somebody says that maybe they should make their codes less obvious, so it's not as a guessable code. I think probably to do with their URL address as well, so it's not as easy to work out where the login pages are.
Great.
That's a good idea.
Jude, well done. You've stolen a pizza. Phoenix, well done. You've also stolen a pizza as well.
Fantastic.
I can just imagine the Old Lang Slice, like all these orders coming through at the moment, and they're like, I know it's the lunchtime rush, but
It's really busy at the moment. All that fresh mint pizza getting delivered.
all that fresh mint,
All those zeros on the receipts.
Yeah.
They'll be panicking.
Daniel from the Scottish Government team,
Well
you've
done.
stolen a pizza. Well done. Kirsty, if you go back to the office, is it going to be full of pizza?
I hope so. I hope they've got the order in.
Brilliant. This is working really well. What?
All this.
Josh, well done. You've stolen a pizza. Hamyar, well done. You did it as well. Brilliant. Okay, let's do one more minute. Let's see how many more we can get in this minute. Dozens of pizzas stolen so far.
Very, very large number of pizzas.
I think this information's all going to be really useful for Old Lang Slice. So gathering this intelligence into a report that we would then present to them, and then what would be the sort of next step for them?
Send the invoice. Oh, you mean for them to actually sort it out?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
like-
they need to patch all of the security issues that they've found on the site, like, you know, not having a security certificate, you know, having staff details on the about page that don't need to be there. All these little things that let us hack the site. Potentially an evil, motivated hacker could do that and actually do it for real and steal a lot of pizza.
Well,
or
it's
worse, money.
just as well we get that sent on to them then. So before you go, we've got one more activity that we'd like you to do. We've had great fun doing our session today, and we would like to know what you thought of the live lesson as well. So we've got a little feedback form that I'm going to bring up on your pages right now. It'd be brilliant if you could fill that information out and send it back to us, so I'll get that activated now. Kirsty, while people are filling out the feedback form, do you get any final sort of wrap-up questions?
No, but I do have a final comment
Go
to
on
make. That obviously, if people enjoyed the lesson here today, the lessons will be on the website to play at your own time and do it again with other classes, and you can continue doing that. So it will be live on the cyberskillslesson.com for you to play it at home or back in the school if you've. There's
Play
lots
it at
of
home,
different-
yeah. Stay up all night
Stay
playing
up
it.
all night, play at home. That's what we do, Craig. I don't know what you're saying. So yeah, they're available to play along and and check out the Digital World website for lots of different career opportunities and maps that you can explore.
Great. Anything else that you want to plug for Cyber Scotland Week? Any events coming up that might be suitable for children, young people, university?
There's lots on the Cyber Scotland Week website and the events, so you can take a look and see. Some of them are webinars, some of them are in person, and there's lots of activities. One's for Cyber First, which is on the Saturday, that'll be in Edinburgh, so that is for S1, S2 and S3 pupils, so we can take a look at that. That's on our website, so that's another event happening for similar to this activity, inspiring career opportunities to study computing science as well. So yeah, that's a good one.
Thanks very much. Thanks for sending in your feedback. Keep answering those questions for us. Cyber Skills Live will return next month when we've got another exciting lesson, and it'll be the last one of the academic
What are we
year.
doing for that one?
Well, it's top secret, but basically
Yeah,
it's top secret, but I'm
we
going to
don't
tell
know
you.
yet.
I haven't actually finished it. It's going to be about defending the power stations.
Oh yes,
So
that'd be good.
how would you go about defending from a real life cyber attack?
Brilliant.
So I look forward to that.
We'll see you then.
But see you then. Thank you very much, David. Thank you very much from the security sofa,
Thank
Kirsty.
you. Thanks everyone.
And we'll see you again next time. See you later.